Now, Western Cape High Court judge has called on all parties involved in the ongoing taxi strike to find a solution. It comes as the Golden Arrow Bus Company was granted an interim interdict against Santaco. Newzroom Afrika's Athi Mtongana has the details.
The Golden Arrow Bus Company has issued a stern warning to anyone linked to the ongoing violence that has emerged since the announcement of the taxi strike.
I remind everyone, and I restate this, every single bus has got a camera on it. These cameras will clearly capture and identify anyone who attempts to vandalize a bus. So this is a clear warning I'm giving to all and everyone. Be careful, because if you cross the line and engage in acts of violence, we will capture you, we shall prosecute you, and we will ensure you go to jail.
On the other hand, Santaco denies any involvement linked to the violence and intimidation of other modes of public transport, including private vehicles.
We can assure the general public that Santaco is trying their very best to try and mediate the situation. The unrest and the damage that was occasioned, and unfortunately one person that has passed away, is of great concern to the organisation, who regret that that has happened. So the issue here is not whether Santaco was the perpetrators, which we deny. They're not the perpetrators, but obviously protesters came into the mix. So we agreed to an interdict for the greater good.
Then they are also challenging the issue linked to the bylaw, which they say disadvantages the taxi industry. That case will be heard next year.
We have brought an application challenging the constitutionality of the bylaw, or certain provisions of the bylaw, which is set down for February next year. I don't have the date as of yet. So we are in discussions there. Opposing papers are due in August, I believe, end of August or September, and then we'll take it from that. But in the meantime, we will contact the attorneys on the other side. The attorneys dealing with the Golden Arrow matter, unfortunately, is not part and parcel of this. As you know, the issue is the implementation of the bylaw. We have heard today that the City of Cape Town denies that they're impounding taxis in terms of the bylaw, but in terms of national legislation. We haven't had time yet to gather the data and the evidence, so I can't take it any further than that. But I can assure you that we had a interim deal, so to speak, with the City of Cape Town that they will not impound in terms of the bylaw. And unfortunately, as you are aware in the papers, it does say that the bylaw is being implemented, and there was also radio addresses to this effect that it was vehicles are impounded in terms of the bylaw. So the court still has to determine the constitutionality of that.
For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Athi Mtongana at the Western Cape High Court.